to Tasting Oklahoma. I'm Amanda Simcoe in the beautiful Galley Sink Test Kitchen inside Kitchen Ideas. Tonight we have some very special guests from the Cherry Street Farmers Market. And right now I'm in the kitchen with Chef Teri Fermo from Bohemia Movable Feast Catering. You might recognize her and her large purple food truck named Jezebel.
Well, I've been at the farmers market for 8 years. This will be our 4th year with the truck. And if you want biscuits and gravy, if you want a grilled veggie scramble that has, vegetables from the market, if you want a fried okra, bacon, pork, butter, mushroom, eggs Benedict, you got to come to me. I also do like a Filipino breakfast, which is really unique to our truck. It's a toasted garlic, jasmine rice, and then it has chicken adobo, which is a garlic soy glazed chicken. It's wonderful. Today, though, I'm doing something also unctuous, but different. I got actually I procured oxtails from Cimarron Meats. I'm braising them. So what I want you to know is that there's a couple of steps that are very important in braising. Number one is that you get the meat very, very well seared, dark, beautiful. It's really for your sauce. People used to think it was to keep the meat moist. It's not about that. It's about your sauce. Now we're going to do the dog and pony show with the Drambuie.
Of course,
because everybody likes. And now stand back, I should say.
Stand back. That's a sauce right there.
That's a sauce.
Okay, now talk to me real quick about why we're braising the oxtail.
Oxtails are very used muscle, so they're very tough. And I would braise this in an oven. And actually, you don't have to do 325. I've braised at 450 before. And I like to braise on the top shelf because then you get a really nice gelatinous edge, which is where the joint is on the meat. It's going to really be beautiful when it's all said and done. The other thing is that when you do braise, you do not immerse the meat. It's going to be filled halfway with liquid. In this case, I just did water. And then it's covered very tightly, put into the oven. Like I said, I do the top shelf so that we get that brown. And then by the magic of I Dream of Jeannie, I'm going to show you what it looks like right here. Well, right here. And if you've never had oxtails, oh my goodness, any chef will tell you that the best meat is still on the bone. It's such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, this is the thing. First off, when you do use any kind of foil on meat, make sure that it doesn't come into contact with the foil or the foil will break down on it. I don't know if you can see this, but OMG, isn't that beautiful? Now, what I did next was I pulled it and I put, removed the bones, and I put that meat into the broth and then refrigerated it. So what you're going to end up with is an aspic. Kind of old school stuff here.
And I'm a huge fan.
See what I mean? And it's kind of strange. And my little helper today was afraid to try it. And I'm like, assured her I didn't put arsenic in it. But it's really, it's really.
Now, did you add anything to help that set, or is it straight up gelatin from the bones as they cook?
So what you would do in order to make a soup dumpling is that you would take, a wonton wrapper, which what you do is then you take a small piece of that, you put it onto one side of that little corner of that wonton wrapper, and you just wet it on the ends, seal it. And then what's going to happen when you heat that is the gelatin's going to break down and it's going to be juicy.
So basically that aspic is turning into your soup broth.
It is. And what I'm going to put on it, or put this upon, is going to be a mushroom ragout. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into a beurre noisette, which is a brown butter. And you're just going to cook this until you get like little fragrant brown bits that end up on the bottom of the pan, and that's when I'm going to add the mushrooms. I'm excited about the mushrooms. I sorely miss Mushroom Planet. If anybody knew who they were a jewel of the farmers market.
They were adorable.
But I'm glad that we're getting them back. So a little salt will help that brown.
Always a little salt.
Yes. The other thing I'm doing is, because I'm using chev in this in the end, there's not going to be any cream in it. What's going to thicken it is the goat cheese, which you can procure from
Canyon Ridge Farms.
And also Living Kitchens. So then we add mushrooms.
Go in. We're gonna.
What happens eventually is this all absorbs, and then you add your spinach, and then you let that sort of wilt, and then the last thing we add would be the goat cheese.
So you're going to finish this plate with, I see you've got some apple over here.
Yes.
Is that some Asian pear?
Asian pear.
It looks like.
Both which are carried by Chiatarno Farms, I believe.
And so people can find out what you are going, obviously by signing up for the Cherry Street Farmers Market email, they can find out kind of what you're going to be doing.
Yes.
You know, but they can find out about you, what you're going to have on the truck this week, where the truck will be parked various days by following you on Facebook, correct?
Yes.
So we've got our mushrooms and our spinach going, and so that's going to go down.
Yes.
And it's going to have...
And then it's going to have the dumplings on top, which just got poached. Do not boil your dumplings because they'll explode and you'll cry because you know, you put all that effort into it and then you got a big mess. So, and then I'm garnishing with the Asian pear and then apple and champagne grapes. It's going to be good.
Beautiful. Who's ready to eat?
Let's eat. Let's eat. Go.
All right. We're going to finish up here in the kitchen with Chef Teri, serve our audience some food and some wine, take a quick break, and we'll be back with the next course on Tasting Oklahoma.
Okay.
Maybe do some things that are a little more kid-friendly to try to get kids introduced to produce, because that's such a hard thing for us right now with all the chicken nuggets and hot dogs that they love so much.